Well, get ready, friends, because I'm about to take you on a tour of one of the most unique, unusual, and quirky hotels I've ever stayed in. I'm your buddy Jeff, and this is Backroads Tourist. Cruising along Interstate 94 in North Dakota, just east of Dickinson, you're going to see this giant sculpture called Geese in Flight. If you take exit 72 and head south through Gladstone, you're going to find yourself on what is known as the Enchanted Highway. I did another video on the Enchanted Highway a while back, and I'll put up a link to it at the end of this one. The Enchanted Highway runs for 32 miles to Regent, North Dakota. Along the way, you'll see about half a dozen huge, incredible metal sculptures, all built by Gary Greff. Gary started putting up these amazing displays in 1989 as a way to entice people to visit Regent. And at every one of these sculptures, you're going to find a sign encouraging you to stay at the Enchanted Castle in Regent, where they promise you'll be treated like royalty. Well, do you know what? Being treated like royalty sounds pretty darn good to me, so I decided to spend the night at the Enchanted Castle. I pulled my car into the parking lot, and through my bug-splattered windshield, I was greeted by Gary's latest work in progress, a giant knight doing battle with an even bigger dragon. I've heard that Gary plans on rigging up the dragon so that one day it can breathe fire. Just to the left of the knight and the dragon is the entrance to the Enchanted Castle. You cross over a drawbridge that has been lowered over the moat, and you make your way into a courtyard. The courtyard has some chairs and even a fire pit for you. The Enchanted Castle is also the brainchild of Gary Greff. After the school in Regent closed down, he bought it and he set about turning it into a medieval castle-themed hotel, restaurant, and bar. Stick around because I'm going to show you my room, take a tour of the hotel, and visit the bar and restaurant. When I went to the front desk to check in, there was nobody there, but there was a sign that said, if no one was at the front desk, call a certain number. So I did, and within minutes, Gary himself was there to check me in. Soon I was on my way to my room with my old school key in hand. Old school, get it? Back in the Middle Ages, they didn't have key cards, and the Enchanted Castle doesn't either. I was really surprised at just how spacious my room was. It had a bathroom, a sitting room with a counter area, sink, fridge, microwave, and of course, the bedroom. There was a TV in both the sitting room and the bedroom, as well as Wi-Fi. However, I didn't find a phone in my room, and it looks like the Enchanted Castle is BYOHD. Bring your own hairdryer. I didn't have a hairdryer in my room, and I talked with guests in another room who said they didn't have one either. Another thing I noticed about my room is that the beds are somewhat lower than most other beds I've slept in, but even though they were low, they were pretty comfy, and the pillows were great too. Each room at the Enchanted Castle is a little bit different. Some even have hot tubs in the room. When I stayed there in the summer of 2023, the room rate was right around $100, and I think it was well worth it. After checking out my room, I decided that I wanted to explore the rest of this castle-themed hotel before I went to dinner. If you're getting a smile from this video, please hit that thumbs up button to let everyone know you like it. And if the obscure, the unique, and the quirky holds an interest for you, you might want to subscribe to the Backroads Tourist channel. But if cruising the high seas floats your boat, I also put out a weekly video on cruising, including tips, tricks, recommendations, and interesting things I've seen all over the world. To join the fun, simply click that subscribe button down below. I don't think you'll find any hotel that has a fitness room quite like this. And now it's on to Medieval's Tavern for some grog or ale before dining at the Excalibur Steakhouse. Actually, Excalibur Steakhouse wasn't open that night, but the full menu was being served in the tavern. I was kind of surprised at the menu. They had a lot of dishes to choose from, including frog legs. And I wasn't in the mood for amphibian appendages that night, so I ordered the steak and shrimp instead. The food was tasty, but I think the best part of the night was chatting with the other people who were staying at the hotel. Everybody was friendly. Now, you need to realize that the Enchanted Castle is over 30 miles from the nearest major highway. For the most part, the people that spend the night here, like me, went out of their way to stay here. They made a conscious decision because it's a fun little place with a reputation for being just a little bit quirky. All of us who were staying there had something in common. We all had an appreciation for the offbeat. The next morning, after a good night's sleep, I went across the hallway and grabbed myself a little breakfast. They had everything I needed: coffee, cereal, bread for toast, milk, juice. This light breakfast was a great way to start my day. So here's my takeaway on the Enchanted Castle. The room was clean and comfortable and larger than you're gonna find just about anywhere else. The price was terrific. The food and drinks were decent and reasonably priced. Sure, there was no one at the front desk when I got there, and a hairdryer in the bathroom would have been nice, but I'm a big boy. I can live with that. It was a fun stay. The people who work there and the people who stay there were great. If you're someone who likes unusual experiences and you get into this kind of stuff, I think the Enchanted Castle might be for you. Thanks again for watching Backroads Tourist. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the Backroads.